That's right, you are now listening to Tommy Tom's One Mic. Warning, this podcast contains explicit language, triggering or sensitive topics, and controversial discussions. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tommy Tom's One Mic.
I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Split personality, you know it's I. You never seen my kind, never seen a fucking sliver or a slice. I'm the butcher, choice cuts, know I'm nice. You got beef? I got waggle with a knife. Now I'm gonna be wrapping up bodies up at night. Like Ray Charles, y'all know I'm out of sight. Now I'm gonna be slaying niggas, cause you know I love the life. Yo, you gotta read between the lines. I'm only gonna be moving when I'm read through all the signs. Johnny Mnemonic, I got an upgraded mind. This is for the rebels and their revolutionary minds. Cybernetic linguistics, you know I'm on my mind. Prototype the new dimension, man, that shit is mine. Future is creation and creation is sublime. Make your own legend, only happens with time.
Let's hit the mic.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tommy Tom and One Mic. We've gone through 1, 2, 3. Now we're at the fourth Horseman in our journey of meeting all the Horsemen, of course. And today I'm excited to talk to this guy because in each of my Horseman interviews, I've heard some mentioning of him. And beyond me, I didn't realize that it was actually a music video involving him and Just Cause that was the first one that actually introduced me to them. So I'm excited to introduce, put your hands together, for Mr. SircoBangz.
Yup.
I did say that right? SircoBangz?
Yeah, SircoBangz. You're probably the first person who's gotten it right. Everybody's
this is a big moment for me. All right. Yeah. I had to do like a charity thing last weekend, and I probably butchered some people's names horribly, and I was just like apologizing through the whole thing.
My name's weird. Like it's different because like at first when I first started rapping, like it was Young Money because I was just young, hustling, making money. So I was like, Young Money. It goes good, it makes sense. But I found out Lil Wayne has that name, so I had to come up with a different name. I just started writing down a bunch of random names. I'm like, nah, I spelled my name. I spelled Chris backwards. Came out with Circ, and that's what stuck, Circ. And then I added SircoBangz to it. Like now people just call me Bangz, just for short.
How long have you been in the game? I guess.
I mean, I've been taking it serious since I was 15, but I've been rapping since I was 9. I'm 29 now. I'll be 30 in August. So.
You're gonna join the 30 club. Let me tell you, It's not as bad as they say. Okay. I've been rocking 30 for the last. Actually, my birthday is Sunday. During this recording, so it'll be 3 years, and I gotta admit, 30s have been pretty good. They've been pretty good. Pretty good.
I feel like it's gonna be good for me too. Like.
You gotta treat life like a fine wine, all right? It just gets better once you age it, okay? But you gotta know when to uncork it and let it go, because after a while, it's a waste. It's a waste.
For real. Thanks.
But I do want to touch on, because I've as I stated at the beginning, I've talked to each one of the members, and usually when I ask, all right, how did the Horsemen start? First name I always hear is SircoBangz, and I was like, all right. Who is this motherfucker? And I gotta admit, my favorite story actually was from Just Cause, because it sounds like one of those things you see at a movie or some shit. Just like some comedy. He's like, I'm working. I got this job. And all of a sudden this guy just kind of rolls up.
We're sitting there flagging.
And he's blasting his own music. And I was like, really? That is a fucking character. I like that. It takes the confidence. Plus, that also shows dedication to the craft.
That's all I listen to is my own music and the team's music. That's it. I mean, I listen a little bit of like Lil Baby, The Baby, and like A Boogie and shit like that too. But I mean, mainly it's just the Horsemen music. Like that's all I listen to.
God bless you. I mean, I can't look at my old stand-up. Like I've have to edit some stuff to make like some specials that I want to release on YouTube. And I have to go, I'm going through all my stuff, and I just keep looking, and I'm like, oh, every time.
My own music, people like it, but I think it's trash. Like it was horrible. Like I was garbage back then. People were gassing me up for no reason. Like I'm like, God damn. But I'm glad they did, because if not, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. Like.
Oh yeah, you take the the good and the bad like responses to shit and all that.
It's all good. Criticism is good criticism. Like,
and especially in the entertainment business, you're gonna get criticized throughout because everybody has an idea of what and how you should be and what you should be doing.
Exactly. Like, I got a whole lot of hate for this little TikTok video I did with my girl. Like, it was a 20-second video. You know them little them TikTok videos like the couples do, like millions of other couples done them. Like, so the girl she's wearing my clothes, and then it's playing a song or whatever, and it switched over to me. I'm dancing in her clothes type thing. Like, I'm not even really dancing, but yeah, we took it down after half an hour because it went crazy. Hey, don't eat the paper, Cass. What are you doing? But anyways, yeah, my son's trying to eat paper.
He wants in.
But yeah, anyways, I just came back like harder. Like, since that hate, like, I was just like, all right, let him hate. That's why it's fucking hate gang. Like, I'm gonna keep on going. Like, I'm just gonna come back stronger. That's what I'm doing.
That's all you can do. I mean, look, man, I've definitely received my fair share of hate in doing stand-up. But you just kind of take it, and it's like, even those like harsh criticisms, you can still get something from there.
No, but yeah, that's like how it is. You just gotta be yourself. Like, take any criticism, like whether it's good or bad, and just learn from it, like build from it.
You said you've been like rapping since 9.
Yeah.
Pretty much this has been like kind of like I guess you could say like a goal since you're like 15, really. That's when you like really...
That's when I really started taking it serious. Like, my boy G-Roy, he's down in Florida right now, but he's been down there for a while because some legal problems. But anyway, he's the one that really pushed me. Like, I had a few people that were there like pushing me, like, yo, you're gonna be something. But he's really the one that like pushed me. He's like, you can be the next big thing. Like, you got the look, you got everything. Like, he's like, you got the sound. But back then, I was rapping over his beats. They sounded futuristic as hell. They were weird, way too many sounds in them, and like, just I wasn't good. But he had faith in me, and now he hears my shit. He sees the videos and everything else, and like, he's like, yo, like, you're doing things. Why aren't you like a millionaire right now? Type thing. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm asking the same thing. Right? So
yeah, we're all asking that question.
Exactly.
But no, I respect that. Like, I think my big thing when I was like probably in high was writing. Writing was always my thing. That's what I went to school for and everything like that. And when you have that like passion and all that, you kind of just want to do it. And like whatever happens, happen. You get paid for it or whatever.
Hey, one of my classes was actually to write one song a day. Like, when I was in high school, I had a teacher that like had so much faith in me. She has me on Facebook now. Like, she's liking my stuff, sharing my stuff. Like, and she was my teacher. She was like, just write one song a day, or write for an hour, whatever it takes. Like, I was like, all right, bet. She's like, if you finish a song in less than an hour, you can leave. I'm like, all right, bet. Let's do it. Like,
you always get those. I had, what is it? We had like to do a writer's journal or something. And the whole idea of that, I just thought was stupid or something. And I remember saying to a teacher, I'd sooner write a book than I would ever do that. And she called me on it. So before I graduated high school, I published a fucking book to help pay for my college and shit. And I was like, all right, there it is. If she hadn't done that, and if I wasn't such a savage that if somebody calls me out on something, I'm just like, what?
Oh, you gotta be a savage sometimes.
Like, do that? All right, cool.
I mean, my favorite, like, I almost failed. I passed English with a D- or a D+, one of them. And the only thing I liked about English was the poems. Like, that was it. But
writing's usually tough for a lot of people to actually like enjoy or like get into. Like, that's usually
writing every day.
Not their like top.
For real.
How old is your little dude?
He'll be 3 June 12th. So he's a little savage now.
Now, do you think it's like karma sometimes?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it's like, damn. I mean, it's good though. Yeah, I got full custody of my fiance now. Like, she's been in his life since he was 5 months old. So that's his mom. Like, that's not his biological mom, but that's his mom. So like, it's good. He's good. It's just he be acting up sometimes. Like, he's definitely spoiled. Like, it's crazy. He's got everything. Like, He tries to make music and stuff too. Like I try recording, and he comes up there, tries to take headphones for me. He starts singing in the mic. I was like, okay, my little superstar. Like, but I've taken him to shows before. Like, just take him up on stage with me, holding the mic. I put the mic to him. He tries to say, when he was only like a year old though. But
that's cool. I've been able to talk to some of my comic friends about that. I'm just like curious of, I guess, for you in the music, like having kids and stuff, and like really building a family, like that kind of balancing act, like how. So I'm sure sometimes that comes to a head at some point.
Hard.
Like
it's definitely hard. Like sometimes I've had to call out on a few shows. I mean, because of it, but most times I'm like, listen, I'm one of the main acts, so I'm bringing my son. Like, I'm gonna bring him. Like, you can't tell me I can't. I'm gonna bring him, type thing. But it's good though. He behaves at shows and stuff. He has fun. Like, he interacts with everybody. And then I feel like that gives me more, like, people look at me different too. They're like, okay, he's doing this. Plus, he's got his son with him. Like, he's doing good.
Yeah, it's like a sad thing. It's like you can't really complain about your own situation and what you're doing. I can't do this and all. It's like, oh, this motherfucker's raising a kid and he's doing his own rap career.
Exactly. It's just like Cause. Like, he's got 2 kids. Like, he's got one that's like Sophia's only 3 days younger than Cassidy. They were on when we were I was leaving the hospital with him. They were coming in. So it's like, yeah. It's crazy. Like, we didn't even know each other back then. But and then just that one day at work, I just pull in, just he's like, yo, who you listening to right now? I'm like, yo, this is me. He was like, the fuck out of here. He's like, I'm like, bro, this is me. Look, it says SircoBangz. I got Circ tatted on my head, my arm. Like, I'm like, check out the back. Pop the trunk. Got a bunch of Gucci belts, a bunch of clothes, shoes, everything. I got like, I think I had like some CDs, whatever. I had a bunch of shit in there. I was just like, and then I had all the work stuff in there. Like, pulling out the flag, my clothes, like put on my orange jumpsuit. Like,
you told me this whole story, and I was just like, this is like something out of a fucking movie. Are you like serious? This guy's like, who is this character? And once again, I had already seen What You Need video. I'd already seen that, and I didn't realize that was who all these guys were talking about until like finally like I started seeing the Horsemen thing. I was like, I think that's the same guy from that. And then your guys' latest video drop. I was like, it is the same dude. Okay.
Now. Little different look too. I'm like growing my hair out, like
you doing that?
It up, and I'm gonna braid it and stuff. But
I'm rocking the mohawk right now.
Pretty much on mine is almost like.
It's just a style. This is my my midlife crisis thing. If I'm just
twist brush
my hair.
Hell yeah.
Dye my hair different colors.
Last year I dyed it for like the first time since I was like 14. And I was like, yeah, let's not do this. I kept it for like a week and then just cut it. I'm like, no, this isn't me. But
I used to be able to grow a fro. Then I dreaded my hair. And like after I had to cut them because I had a court date I had to go to, and I thought it's probably best that I look a little respectable.
Some dreads hanging.
I should probably cut this off. This way you don't just look at me and be like, this nigga needs to go to jail.
Like when I was in jail, I grew my hair out. It was a little past my shoulder blades.
Oh, really?
Like, not past my shoulder blades. My bad. It was a little past my shoulders, and like I was just braiding it every day. I was braiding all the Dominicans' hair, all the Puerto Ricans, all the black people hair, everybody's hair. I was just braiding. I got $10 from each person I braided. So I was like, hell yeah. Like, and it was like a concert in there though. It was kind of good. I met Gamo Face in there. He's nice. He's like the Drake of New England. But he's from Elmira, New York. So like he's locked up right now.
You guys all met in Vermont.
Yeah,
pretty much. Is that like, were you like born in Vermont? Like, because I know Cause and Fresh, they were like New York. Flex is down south.
Asheville. Yeah, he's from Asheville. So yeah, we all met in Vermont. I was born in Bennington. Like, I hate to say it, but that's where I was born. That's where my son was born. I did not want him to be.
So you were the local.
Yeah, I wanted my son to be born in Oakland because I lived out there for a while and I loved it. I don't want him to have to say he was born in Vermont like that. But it's whatever though. I just embrace it now, so it's like whatever. Like I'll just put on for the state type thing. But yeah, we all met like all different times. Like so Flex and I met Fresh first. And then years ago, like probably 10 years ago maybe, like maybe a little earlier, maybe a little longer, but yeah, I met him over I think I met him before actually. And then but the time I remember is with Kamikaze. Like I was we went over to his house recording and stuff. He was like, yo, I got this new artist, like Fresh. It wasn't his artist, but like that's his boy though. Like he was working with him, so like we're all cool with each other and stuff. But yeah, we just met from there on, and then Fresh was like, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, this and that. Like he was nice, so he had a different sound. So I was like, okay, fuck with it. We started working and stuff from there on, and then Flex, I met him through Kamikaze also. I guess they knew each other from before, and I met him at his house too. And then when we really, me and him really started working together, like so him and my mom are married. Flex's wife is my mom. So
okay,
yeah, it's kind of
oh,
weird.
now it's really clicking in. Okay,
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but it's fine. Like he's good. Like he's good dude. Like he makes my mom happier than any other man has. So I gotta give him props for that. But yeah, it's just we did. I was on the run actually for 2 years from probation. Like I got hit with 7 to 11 years for some shit for some felony sales or whatever. Back in the day in 2013, I haven't been in trouble since. Not before. That's the first and last time I got in trouble with the law. But I just maxed out like 2 years ago. And yeah, I went to New Hampshire quick to Claremont, I think, to do a show with Young Breeze because he was having like a album release party or mixtape release party or some shit like that. And Flex was there. He was performing also. And me and Flex were the last ones to perform. And Flex was filming it and stuff, like getting hella footage. And my mom kept looking at him. I'm like, Mom, don't even think about it. Like, don't even think about it. I guess they hit each other up. One of them hit each other up on Facebook type thing, and they started hanging out. And my mom was like, he seems like a nice guy. I'm like, all right. So it was good. And I'm like, as long as he treats you right and makes you happy, it's good. So we're cool. It's weird to call him that, but that's my step pops now. It's weird, but that's my boy. But that's it. It's fucked up. It's a weird situation, but it's good though. My mom's happy, so that's all that matters. But yeah, and then JoJo, like, cause we just met working, flagging. And then ever since then, we just started working. I'm like, listen, I'm like, spit something for me right now. If you actually talking about, you say you make music, you rap, this and that, like, I want to hear something. He's like, no, I don't really got no. I'm like, nah, I want to hear that shit, bro. Like, spit something right now. Just spit a 16, 8 bars, anything. Just spit something. I want to hear it. He spits, and then I was like, okay, let's work. I hit him up. Like, we worked together for a while every day. And then I'm like, all right, we'll just link in a couple weeks or whatever when we got the weekend off, and we'll just work. I brought my computer over there. We made What You Need, I think it was. And then, or no, we made Like Me first.
No, Like Me. Yeah, that was the other one that I saw.
First, and then we made What You Need.
That's what Like Me's the one with the golf cart.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
How'd you guys get that golf cart? I mean, one of my dreams is just to own my own personal golf cart because I feel like that's the rich guy thing. I'm just like, oh no, I gotta go to the store. I'm just gonna hop on my golf cart real quick.
So with that, it was kind of random because we were just like in this part of Vermont we've never been to before. Neither one of us, and we were just we linked with Vigo Harris who filmed it. He's like, you guys have any spots you want to film at? I'm like, I'm leaving that up to you. You're the cameraman. Like, you film videos. I'll see what you do. Like, just find some spots. He's like, let's we hit a few spots. We filmed Like Me and What You Need the same day. And I had like extra clothes in the trunk and stuff. So I was like, here, JoJo, put on my Robin jeans, put on my R-Star shirt, like put on my True Religion hat. Like, let's go. Like, and then I changed my outfit real quick and we did them. But the golf cart came from the golf course. Like, we just went there and we're like, yo, we're filming the music video. any way we can pay you to like use this for a little bit, or we can just use it and we can shout you guys out or anything, like, and but yeah, go ahead, like, you guys, here's the key, like, just don't break it. You break it and you owe us, but like, just don't tear anything up. And we just went down a little trail and stuff, and then we just filmed the video, like a couple scenes with that, and we're like, hell yeah. But yeah, it was fun though. Like, so we all just, and then we just all started doing shows together. Like we all got booked at the same time and stuff. And except for JoJo, like, he wasn't really known out here. Like, in the hip hop industry, he wasn't known. So like, I'm part of HLR, so like, got tatted on my hand and stuff. But I pretty much told the manager, David Fair, at the time, I was like, yo, like, this is this artist I'm working with. Like, I think I'm gonna bring him like on a KSB, like, it's like Concrete Soldiers. It's like a group I started back in 2009, with Flacco and Young Breeze. But we kind of went our own ways. But I just told Dave, I'm like, listen, you got me on a 30-minute set or a 20-minute set, whatever it is, I'm splitting it with Just Cause. Like, I'm splitting with him, I don't care. He's like, no, bro, this is yours. He's not part of HLR. I'm like, listen, this is my set, right? I have this set. I'm splitting my set with him. It's still my set, but I'm going to introduce him type thing. I dragged him out to every show. Like, his wife kind of started getting irritated with it a little bit, but I was like, listen, if your husband is talented, like, he needs to, if he wants to take this serious, like, he needs to come out to these shows with me. Like, you can come too if you want, like, bring the kids or like get a babysitter, because we got to do this. Like, and he started coming out and stuff. And then I talked to David about bringing him on to HLR and stuff. And I'm like, listen, he's talented. He needs this. Like, let's work. Like, this is my boy. Like, this my brother. So we just started working, and then he started getting booked. Me and him both started getting booked, and then we're booked at the same shows that Flags and Fresh are booked at. So it's like, we started putting our shows together and like our sets together, and we're just like, let's make this like a superset, and we can perform for 45 minutes to an hour type thing. Just give them a crazy show, because we all feed off each other's energy, and it's just crazy. So that's what we did, and then we formed the Horsemen. And Raw Def came up with that name, actually.
Yeah, I heard about it. I've heard about that story. And we've talked about that. I was actually curious, because each one of you, kind of has like your own, I guess, style and all that. So like, who were your like influences? Because I know like with Flex, we were talking, he's a Bone Thugs all day. I was like, all right, I see it. I got what you're doing. And I make the joke with Cause. I'm like, you have that Nate Dogg appeal, which I was like, I don't view that as like an insult. It's like, you're the guy that can come in and just hype something up for like a song or something real quick. You can just come in or something. And you're probably gonna have one. Your early thing's gonna be like the new fucking smoke weed every day. Everyone gonna that's what's gonna catch.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, what were your like influences, I guess?
So who really got me into rapping was 50 Cent. Like, back with like Ghetto Quran, and then all that, like back before he was really big. It was 50 Cent and Eminem. Because I was like, they kind of live the same type of lifestyle that I live, like, you know, like with their father really not being there. Like, my dad was there, but he really wasn't there. And he was living in New York and stuff, and he had 8 foster kids, so he didn't really have time to pay attention to me type. So he wasn't there. He was, but he wasn't. But yeah, it's just, but now it's like A Boogie, like A Boogie is crazy. Like, that's one of my new favorite artists, like, out. A Boogie, Lil Baby, The Baby, fucking, I like all that new age shit. Like, I like Jadakiss, like Styles P, like, I like all that shit. Like, I'm versatile, so like, I can do like some boom bap shit. I can do some lovey-dovey shit. I can do anything really. Like, I can do some drill shit. I'm working on a drill mixtape right now, also, along with the punk rock EP I'm working on, like, which is different. Like, I've never in my life done any punk rock shit. But before I got into rap, when I was 9 years old, I was listening to like Blink 182, Sum 41, like Green Day, shit like that. So I was like, it was all that type of shit. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm trying to bring it back real quick, like, and just. But yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of like West Coast artists too, like Mozzie. Mozzie's that dude. my boy, he actually lives in Kenya now. But when I was out in Cali, like he was fucking with Sibo. He was fucking with Mozzie's people, Filthy Rich's people, like Lil Blood and all them. Like, so yeah. Young Kurt, he just passed away. So rest in peace to him. But like, he passed away last year. But that's my boy. You can look him up, Young Kurt. He's like a Bay Area legend. Like, but yeah, he's nice. Like, he was doing some shit, and then he got in a car accident. But he's crazy. If you listen to his shit, you're like, but yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of like people that just influence me and shit. Like, so I like to keep it versatile, so I listen to all types of shit.
No, that's good. I mean, I know for me personally, growing up, I was a metalhead. I was just like, I loved how they just shredded on the guitar and music like that. My mom was a piano teacher, so it was always the music into the ear. And yeah, I remember like a few years older than you. During that time, like the big rap artists were like Ja Rule and Nelly, which, hey, no offense.
Ja Rule used to be the shit back in the day, though. Like, only with Ashanti.
Oh, yeah. All right. So there was a time, and I'm walking, and I swear to God, I'm walking by this house, and I knew this couple had to be fucking or something, just because I just started hearing murder, and it's just like I walked by, I was like, who's listening to Ja Rule now? What is going on?
It's like with Jagged Edge, fucking all of them, like Jagged Edge, Genuine, like a lot of Genuine in those.
Genuine, I think he got that pickup with the Magic Mike thing. I think that rejuvenated the career right there.
And then I don't know, Chris Brown though. Like Chris Brown's got to be one of my biggest influences. So he can dance, sing, and rap. He can act. He can do all that. Like he's just, since he started when he was like 15, I've been following him. So it's like nobody really says Chris Brown is their like one of their influencers, but like it is, like he's just talented. Like he can do whatever. So
anywhere you can get that inspiration and all that, you take it. I mean, you find it in weird places. Like in stand-up, I'm like, I watch musicians and stuff just to see stage presence and stuff like that, and like pick up. You can always pick up something from multiple genres of stuff.
For real.
Just to take in for yourself and like, all right, you know what, I like that. I could probably work with something like that, and then I just make it my own.
Just like the way that like rock stars perform on stage, that's how I want to perform on stage. Like that's like I did this like little bounce on stage a few times called the bang, like we just called it the bang bounce. Like we call it the Bangz bounce, and like it's just I just jump up in the air, pull my legs back, and just like slam them on the ground type thing, and like spin around at the same time. I don't know, it's just gets a crowd hype. It gets me hype, I know that. But everybody's just like, damn, what the fuck? Like, where'd that come from?
Dope. Do you have I asked the other ones, I'm curious what your answer would be. Do you have like a favorite performance or something that you've done so far, or like that show that was just like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, you've already heard it. Cloud9 was the show. Like that was it. Like we've done a lot of shows though. Like until COVID hit, like we were doing shows like every week. We were doing we getting booked every week, sometimes 2 to 3 times a week. Like whether it was just so one of us, like if it was me, Flex, Fresh, or Cause, like we all show up to each other's shows. So it's like we were just lit. Like I don't know, we were just it was good. But it was like 1 to 3 shows, and then COVID hit, and we just stopped. So it's like the first show we're gonna do is that little festival. Like,
yeah.
So that's lit. We're definitely looking forward to that. I know I am.
Yeah, I got Fresh and Cause out here twice for.
I know. They pissed me off because they didn't tell me about it, and I was like, I'm like, y'all suck. Like, I'm like, JoJo, I drug you out to every show. You ain't gonna tell me about this? I gonna hear about it afterwards.
I'll throw him under the bus. That's completely on him. I gave him the time. I was like, yeah, tell him you can do. You got an hour. Do what you want. You can do whatever you want.
The first time I couldn't make it. Like he did tell me about a couple times, but then when it actually came down to actually going out there, he didn't tell me about it the second time. So I'm like, yo, that's kind of funny. No, but that's still my boy. I don't care. Like, it's whatever. We all do shit. Like, we all work. So, like, we all stay busy. And then just since COVID's been a hit, though, like, we've just been working on videos, trying to, like, build our brand up. Like,
yeah, stay busy during this time and all that. Because if it's
trying to, at least.
This is the perfect time to just kind of, like, pack it in and be like, oh, well, COVID, can't do anything. And then it's just like, then you just get lazy.
For real, it's been making me depressed as hell. Like, it's just, like, it's crazy.
I'll tell you what, I thought I was the most depressed person in my life, and then all these people during COVID started hitting me because they're getting a little too into the, that too much alone time to talking to themselves, and I'm just like, oh shoot, welcome to my world, homie. This is it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
like I'm in way better shape because I at least get to go on stage and let some of the shit out. You're facing it now. That's what I say.
That's how I get it all out. I just either sit down and write a song, or I just sit and record. Like, that's how I do it. Like, or I'll like play with Cass or something, my son. So
I used to be like petty with it, and then I was just like, you know what? I can't be fucking 20-year-old Tom anymore. Right? This is the 30. This is your preamp for the 30s. Now that I'm in the 30s, it's like, I can't do the same stupid shit I was doing back then. I gotta be mature. Instead of just being pissed off and salty, I'm just gonna write jokes about some of this shit.
Oh yeah, that's why I just turn it into songs. Like, and some of my best songs have come out when I was upset or depressed or whatever. Like, those are some of my best songs I've written. So,
well, because it's real and it's emotion.
People can relate to it.
Laying that out.
Facts. It's like that, just emotional rap. Like, it's like melodic rap type shit, like Rod Wave, fucking Roddy Ricch type sound.
The more real something is, the more people will relate to it, and they'll actually be accepting of it. If you're just going up there, just doing like the basic, "What's up, girl?" all this, big booties all up in my face, you going along that lines, people just kind of like, okay, I've seen it.
Yeah, that's what all kind of pissed me off though. Like, just because I'm waiting for Vermont, a lot of people think like what I rap about, like what I write, is not real. But I've been through some shit. Like, I lived in Stockton, California, where people in the townhomes, where people from Oakland are scared to go to. Like, I was good out there. Like, I was good in Oakland. I was good in everywhere. Like, I lived in New York, freaking Cape Cod, Texas, fucking Vermont, New Hampshire, everywhere. Like, I've just been all over though. Like, I've been through a lot of shit. I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done when I was younger. Like. So a lot of shit.
Speaking to the choir, bro. Speaking to the choir.
And people think that I'm just talking just to talk, but like that's really shit I've been through. Everything in my songs, and every one of my songs, I've done it or I've seen it firsthand. Like, some things I exaggerate a little bit, like everybody does, but I've still I didn't have no Lamborghini, but I had a Range Rover when I was 18 on 22s. So that was good with 12 subwoofers in the back. So that was good. Like,
that's the Vermont Lamborghini, right? That's
pretty much, yeah. I arranged my own crib when I was 18 in my name, paid off. Like, but my young dumbass wanted to sell it for cheap, and then go spend the money in the mall on me and my people. I was like,
that's a Northeast thing. I think you got to get the Jeep or the truck. It's just like, you can do that.
Yeah, I got a Toyota Corolla right now, but
the classic. My one friend, he was a Saab guy. He was a Saab. He had a Saab. He was like, this is like, they made it for the moon. We could go to the moon in this car. That was always a thing. Of course, we probably intoxicated when we talked about it.
Mushrooms, we can go to the moon and that.
Yeah, we did. We did a lot of that. Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you hear this. I did sell shrooms for a little bit when I was in college up there. I got a deal. I was probably like tripping 3 times a week at some point. That's probably why I didn't graduate. I didn't graduate there.
So, speaking about tripping, the first time I tripped the first time I ever tripped, it was on acid. 4 tabs of acid. I had to work with my grandma the next morning. So we were up all night. And then the next morning I go to work cleaning houses with my grandma. She's like, why, you're so happy? Like, you're cleaning really good. Like, what do you want right now? Like, can I get you some more of that? Like, is it bad for you?
You're in the afterglow. You're in the afterglow of it all.
Exactly.
But we are reaching halfway point, so we're gonna take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll dive a little more into the music, and we'll have some fun. I have some questions maybe for you, but we'll be right back after this. And we're back. Hey guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying so far. I am here with, of course, the legend, the myth, Mr. SircoBangz. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good.
I, of course, don't give the government names, and since we both share records, we'll just keep it that way. I don't know if should we legally be talking? I don't know. We'll see.
I'm maxed out. We're good.
I did too. All right. So it's not that funny. Like, I have 3 DWIs. It's not something I'm proud of and all that. I'm grateful for them because those fuck ups ultimately led me to getting my shit together.
No, same here. Because if not, I could be on the same path as I was, hustling, making good money. And I'm glad I'm not. After my sister passed away, I started getting high. Like, I started using a lot of drugs. Like, I had to go to rehab a couple times because of it. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm glad I got in trouble. If not, I probably wouldn't be here right now, or I would be.
Yes, I talked my way out of the first 2 DWIs out of probation and all that. The third one, I literally just went in there. I was like, "You need just do it. I don't really fucking care. We don't even have to do this interview. Just put me on fucking probation, because if you don't, there is no good ending to this story. All right, this is like
exactly.
There's no good ending, and
I'm still fucking up on probation. Once I hit furlough, once I went on the run for 2 years, I got myself clean, I got myself together, and then I turned myself in 2 years later. I had long ass hair, my body was covered in tattoos. The local cops didn't even know who I was, and they were friends with my grandparents. So like, they know me. I was like, yo, it's Chris. Like, I gave my last name and everything, and like, you don't even look the same. I'm like, listen, I've been on the run for 2 years. I'm turning myself in. Like, I want to get this over with. Like, and I do 6.5 years for good behavior. Like, that's I only did six months in jail. That's nothing. The rest was on probation, furlough, and parole. Parole was easy though. Parole was good. I was like, yes, I only got to see my PO once a month. I'm like, I'm good. I can go out of state, do shows. Let's go. Brooklyn, let's go. Yo, fresh, you ready? Like, I mean, shit, when I was 18, I had my own place, but it was right next door to my mom. So I got it for a good deal. It was like $2,000. It was a trailer. But I mean, it was $2,000. I paid cash. I fixed it up. Like, we fixed the whole, it looked like shit on the outside. You walk in, it's like, damn, all red carpet, white walls, fucking all leather couches. I had a stripper pole in there. I had the studio in there with the walk-in booth. Everything was nice. Like, it was good. I had the big jacuzzi tub with his and her sink with the pillars in the bathroom. It was nice. But we would just sit around, smoke weed. We'd be in the studio, or we'd be on the couch, counting money, smoking weed, and watching Killer Season on repeat. It's like, that's all we did. On repeat. We go to the store, we go to the mall like 3-4 times a week, go shopping. And like, now that I'm older, I look back, I'm like, damn, if I saved that money that I spent, I'd be a millionaire right now. I'd be a multi-millionaire. I'd be good.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts every time you look back.
I wouldn't have sold my place. Like, I would have taken it and like put it on a piece of land, even though it was a trailer, like, where I could have kept it and sold it for more instead of just a $2,000 type thing, because we put a good amount of money into it. Got it for $2,000, so I'm like, it's still come up, make it more. Like, even though I'm not, because all the money we spent on, like, and then I had to move back in with my mom for a while, and then I went on the run. I lived in Canada.
That's always the roughest, when you got to move back in with the parent. Like,
yeah, I felt.
But in the last one, before I was going back and forth. I lived with one friend, moved back to one of my parents, then I moved in with a friend that I got caught with. But the funny thing about the whole situation was that when I finally went to court and they were going to give me they were finally going to do sentencing and all that, I was already in rehab. I had already been with the probation down in my local area, because I got outside of my area, but they just released me to come back. When do you think they told me that my release date was?
Soon, right? They told you it was soon?
April 20th, 2020. I was like, just don't laugh. Just wait until you get out of the building and just like, keep it together, Tom. Keep it together. Just walk out, go, be like, cool. So of course, April 20th of last year, during our whole quarantine, all that, I get a nice letter in the mail I was doing the CBD, they didn't even like drug test me because sometimes that comes up with THC.
Yeah.
So I was going to a rehab, so they would test me, and my levels were always the same, like low level.
I would say if your levels are the same or they're lower, then like if they're a little lower, then you're good. But like they can tell, but like the POs, they just see, oh, it's there, boom, right at sanction. It's like, what? Yep. I ain't do shit. Last time I smoked was like 2 weeks ago. What do you mean? It's like they could take up to a month to get out of your system. But also when I was in jail, I smoked a joint once, and the next day I got piss tested, and they said it was random. But you know how that is. Somebody must have said something where they just smelled it coming out of the cell, even though we were on the floor with the little joint in rolled up Bible paper in the vent, just
the Bible paper joint. That's one of our
staples.
We call that the Pot Scout. That was a badge. That was the badge for the Pot Scouts. Get that? You have to roll a Bible paper. Sorry, Mom and Dad, once again, if you're listening to this. Yes, I did that. I'm not ashamed.
Sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do.
I didn't use any of the papers with the words. It was like one of those first few pages that is like blank or something that they just kind of have that. I used that.
We had, I got shipped to a work camp because it's a nonviolent felony. So I was able to go to the work camp and get day for day. So each day counted as 2. So it's shorting my time a little. That's why I was able to max out after a total of 6.5 instead of 7, because I was hit with 7 to 11. So with good behavior and stuff, and not catching any other charges or anything, like 6.5 total that I did. But yeah, it was they put us in a van, all of us, like probably 8 of us, I think, in a van, 6 to 8 of us, put us in a van, bring us to the town that the prison was in. And then we go like underneath a church, on a library or whatever it was. We had to dig out a whole basement with buckets. We had to crawl in a little crawl space in like a little tiny spot. Like we had to crawl. It was like this big. Mind you, I was only like I weighed 134 when I turned myself in. Got out, I weighed 213. Now I weigh 225. So this is the most I've ever weighed in my life. So I was small. I could get in there. They didn't bring any bigger people. It was skinny people.
You're the one. You got volunteer for it.
Take buckets and just scoop out rocks and dirt and just take them all out. And then we'd have people drop off packs of cigarettes. So we go back in the jail with cigarettes. We'd have full cigarettes. The COs let us smoke. They're like, no more than 4 in the bathroom at a time. They're like, if there's more than 4, we're shutting it down. But it was good. But it was like a concert in there because me and Ferragamo Face were in there together. This dude Flip, this dude, I think it might have been no, it was Sharky, my boy Sharky. He's originally from the Bronx, but he's living out in Holyoke, Mass right now, or Springfield, somewhere around there. But we're all rappers, like we're all nice too. So we would just literally just freestyling all day, writing songs together. We'd be banging on the tables, making beats, like. So it wasn't that bad. It was kind of fun. Like,
you gotta take the situation. I mean, I chose rehab over jail.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah. Once again, I used to be able to talk myself out of. The last one was like, no, you're going, especially after they showed up at the house. And my choice really was, I either let them come in or they're going to look on like the side porch there and realize that my roommate's growing weed plants right there. So, yeah, and then that's going to bring a whole nother thing. So it's like, yeah, come in. And they're like, you got a choice. You can go to jail right now, or we could drop you off at rehab. I still got to do shit. So it's like, yep, that was 6 months inpatient. Which is always
I haven't gone that long. Damn, 6 months?
6 months. And then after, they set me up with the place I'm living in now. And then I still had to go for outpatient for a little while till I graduated. And I was done with probation.
Yeah, see, out here, it's 15 days. 15 days to a month. The longest I've been was 15 days. And I thought that was horrible. Like,
so we had like the 21-day programs and all. What they did, they put you into urgent care, and you go through the whole thing, and then they decide based on your level of addiction where they want to send you. I was in that high risk, I guess, and it was like, yeah, I drink, I smoke weed. I don't really do other things. I can't really. I mean, I could tell you my drug of choice is LSD, but you're never going to be able to test me for it. So.
Exactly, because you're not giving me a spinal test.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not. I see your facility. You don't have the money to actually test me for that. Okay, you're just going to do a piss test, and I will look at you with my pupils fucking blown out of them.
Wow.
But I did it, and once again, it was just. I don't regret it because it was just that timeout. It's like a timeout from life, both jail and rehab. That it's just like life's going on out there, but for you, it's just all right. Let me regroup and get myself fucking together because this is not the situation I want to keep going back to.
For real, nah, definitely something you don't want to keep doing. Like, and I learned that the last time I went, I was just like, no. The whole time I was in there, people are like, "Yo, you're SircoBangz, right?" I was like, "Yeah." So like, yo, I'm betting your show. I was at Cloud 9 when y'all sold it out, like this and that, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, people are like, "Yo, why are you here? You don't got a problem?" I'm like, "Fuck, I don't." I'm like, "Yes, I do." Like, I slipped up after 6 years being clean type thing, and now I'm back. So I need to get help. So I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just it sucked for me because I was like, I need to be home. I need to be recording music, but I wrote a bunch while I was in there, so it was good. Like everybody was just asking, they're like, "Yo, you don't got a problem. Like you don't need to be here. Why are you here?" And then like everybody that was there, like they're like, "Look at you, look at me. I look in the mirror, I can't even stand myself. You look in the mirror, look at you. You just constantly looking in the mirror." I'm like, "Cause I look good. What the hell?" I was that person.
the line I use for people is like, because everyone goes in there and they start doing the like what is it? You have the Jesus pushers, as I like to call them, who are just like, I like to thank my higher power, all this other shit. And I'm just like, okay. And like my thing, and I think part of the reason they probably were like cool with me, and probably people hated me at the same time because the staff it's because I was up front with it. It's like, I have a drug problem. I got a me problem that I'm trying to work out right now. That's it. And I maintained that the entire time. Like my story never changed. I was like, I told you this when I first walked in. I don't have a drug problem. I got a me problem. I'm working on it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you, be like, I am never going to have a drink or smoketh the weed ever again. I'm never going to do it. It's like, no. I got a lot of friends getting married now, okay? There's a lot of weddings I got to go to.
I'm like, listen, when I get out, I'm gonna give me a little bottle of fucking Henny. I'm gonna roll a blunt, and that's it. But yeah, everybody's just like, yo, like, we've been to your shows, we've seen you. Like, people have my music on their phones when we got phone time. I was like, okay. We be jamming out and shit to my shit. Like, everybody.
The worst is when someone's like, "Oh, you're the kid that wrote that book, right?" And it's like, "Oh, no, fuck that book." It's like, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just move on. Now, slowly, the comedy thing is now becoming the new thing. It's like, "Oh, you've been putting on the shows and doing stand-ups." Like, yeah. When you first started, how many people, like, I guess, got on your my first year doing stand-up, I would tell people, no one really took it seriously, and then people would be like, "Oh, how much are you getting paid?" I was like, "I'm not getting paid. Nobody knows who the fuck Tommy Tom is. I'm not getting paid like that. What are you talking?" And then they just give you that look like, "Oh, it's not real."
For real. And so many people think I'm, like, rich. People, just because I got a chain and stuff, I dress nice, like, people think I'm rich, like, because I'm a rapper, like, because I make music. Like, I'm struggling. Like, I need to start getting paid. I need to up my prices on features. I need to stop doing so many free features. I need to stop doing shows for free. I'm like, 2020 and 2021, I ain't doing nothing for free. I'm like, because my whole life, I've done this too long. People know me. You can Google me now. Like, I need to set a price and, like, stick to it. Like, I mean, yeah. I mean, shit, my boy, Logan, he's got Star Management. Like, he's managing Knuckles Brim right now out of Schenectady. And he just went viral for putting CJ on blast. That dude that's like a whoop there. Bitch, I'm a son.
Oh, yeah.
So he just went viral for putting him on blast. So Knuckles Brim, that's his name. But he told me, like, for like the family price, like $1,500 for a feature. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I can't even afford that right now. I'm like, you're nice, but like, so am I. I'm gonna have to raise my price just so I can get a feature from you. But that's the family price. That's like the love price. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I do features all the time for free, or like I charge that, I mean, for like the Horsemen and stuff. Like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do a feature for free, like because I'm not gonna expect you to charge me type thing if we're boys. But like if it's somebody else like out of state or somebody I don't really know or that's not really known like that, I do like just cheap prices, like 100 a verse, 50 50 a hook, 120 for a hook and verse. And I know people that are like $1,200, $1,500, $800 for a verse. It's like, damn, like
I'm pretty open in my statement of like I hate dealing with musicians. The comics are so much easier for me to deal with. It's like, dude, you want some stage time? And they're like, yes. Oh my God, please let me get some stage time. Musicians are the first ones that are like, so how much am I getting paid? It's like, all right. They're also harder to fucking get in contact with sometimes.
I mean, shit, I felt bad because I missed the last time we scheduled the interview. Like, I felt bad about that. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, shit.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, all right? Like,
I'm like, my phone shut off.
Thursday sucked for me. Thursday sucked for me because it's like, I work Sunday through Wednesday. I do the overnights. So I get home Thursday morning, and I can't sleep right away. And then I try and go to sleep. And that's the day everybody starts to hit me up. Like, I've tried to sleep already today a couple of times.
I'm trying to get to you through the week, and then it's like, no, hella messages. I'm blowing up.
And it's just like, all right, well, I'll sleep another time. It's like, and I think I already had like another interview set up that Saturday after our original scheduled one. So I was like, all right, cool. I did the one after another one, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm so burnt. I think I did that with Flex. I had Flex, and then I had bases for this band Static in the Attic right after. Or just like, all right, we're gonna. Whew. I was like, I don't know how Joe Rogan does this for 3 hours straight, just talking to somebody. I'm like, Jesus. I mean, I can do it. I just don't want to.
For real. And it's like, you don't want to ask the same exact things either. So it's like, and then if you do ask the same things, it's like, damn, I feel like I'm repeating myself because I just asked somebody else that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
especially for a lot of these first interviews that I'm doing with people, like I generally have to ask like you and Flex. I've talked to Fresh and Cause. I've been face to face with them, so it's like, all right, I got a little more I can work here. It's like, all right, I got to dig with these guys a little more, and some other ones that I've interviewed. It's like, and I listen back, I'm like, oh, fuck, you're doing it again. There you go. You're talking about comedy, and you're doing the comparison with music, and all right, yeah, you need to fucking change up, Tom. Change it up. But hey, I'm nearing episode 10. Soon I'll have video, and then I'll just, the first episode I have video, I'm going to have my parents, and we're going to hash it all out. We're going to hash it all out. We're going to talk. I'm going to be like, all right, when did you guys know I was fucking in the house? Okay, let's just get it out of here. Let's get it out. Because I know. Because there's always the rule. You can't have a girl stay here. You can't have a girl stay here. It's like, all right.
She won't stay here, but she'll leave afterwards.
No, she stayed. I was just like, it's like the next morning, man. Like, hey, are you coming with us to church? It's like, nope, I'm not. Or I like I was upstairs, so it was always like I'd run downstairs to like when I heard my mom like kind of opening like the like kind of screen door thing to like go up there. I'd catch her. It's like, hey, Mom, what's up? Just leave the girl in bed. Don't you fucking move. Just stay there. Don't make too much.
Don't come up.
Hey, how you doing? Cool.
No, I don't want breakfast in bed.
I'm good.
I'm under the bed.
But you guys dropped the new Horsemen album.
Yeah, that one good. That one better than we thought.
Is it yours that's coming out next? Because I know you guys have your whole schedule kind of lined up, and I know it was either yours or Cause's that was coming out next.
Yeah, so mine was supposed to come out next, but I think I'm gonna let Causes go out next because I just got a brand new computer. So it's not brand new, it's used, but it's new to me. So it was for the low, and it's nice, and they got Mac desktop, and always had MacBook. So all my music for my new album and my mixtape, I finished my mixtape. I just need the artwork. So I could drop the mixtape, but the album is really what I want to push. Like, so the album, the mixtape's just pretty much for fun, like for free. That's a free download, like that's whatever. But the album, I literally have to redo all my songs. I lost lyrics. I lost beats to them. I can't find the beats that I had. Like I have all the beats still in my email, but I don't know which ones I used. Like I didn't write them down anywhere like I should have. So it's like I just gotta redo the whole thing. And I'm working on 3 different projects right now, solo projects at the same time. So I'm working on my mixtape. I'm working on my album. I'm working on the punk rock EP, which is only like a 5 or 6 track EP. And then I don't know if I want to have these drill songs I'm doing. Excuse me. I don't know if I want to put these drill songs on the album or if I want to make that a different album or a mixtape. I'm just not sure yet. Like I have all these songs, but I lost a bunch. I only had 3 or 4 more songs I had to do for the album on my MacBook, and it was so my son spilled some juice on my keyboard, and ever since then my password will not allow me to get in. The administrative password will not allow me to open my MacBook. The MacBook still works, but it won't let me get in there. So those songs are kind of stuck. About a new keyboard to plug it in to see if that would work, and because the keyboard on the computer, I go to type in it, it puts symbols. So that's not my password. A password is not symbols. So I bought a new keyboard and it works, but the password just will not work. The password I've had since I got the computer will not work. So I bought a used MacBook. Come to find out it's 2009 MacBook or 2010. It won't let me update, so I can't download Logic to it.
They limit the updates. Like I can't update the iTunes on that one.
Yep.
So
I can't update shit on it, so I ended up selling that one. I only bought it for, I think, $200 to $400. It was $200 or $400 I bought it for, and I sold it for the same price. I didn't make nothing off it. I didn't do nothing. I just wanted my money back. I'm like, fuck it. And then I just got this Mac desktop for a few hundred. It works perfectly fine. So I'm good. Okay. It's almost bedtime, Cass.
I guess we can close on it. I'd like to know, I'll speak for myself. Usually I have certain goals and all that. Like this is my 5th year in comedy now. And I had like a 5-year plan. So now I'm entering my second 5-year plan. I'm an advocate for little goals and stuff to just build up to and all that. Like, yeah, sure, we can just be, I want to be a millionaire and all that. It's like, cool, that's a great goal.
It's not going to happen in 5 years. It could.
Nah, you need to let's be reasonable. You get to get some reasonable goals going for yourself and all that. So I'm curious, we're out of 2020. So what is I guess you can say, what is your big goal for 2021?
So my big goal for this year, just for this year, is dropping this album, this solo project, having it do good numbers, and then the next project I start, I want to get a couple big features on it. Like, so my boy, he was dating my cousin in New York, in upstate.
Is this how you get all your you have your family date all your?
No, it's fucked up. Like that's how I met him. That's how I met him, through my cousin. So we didn't know each other before. But he was Trippie Redd stylist. But his boss now is Donald Glover, which is Childish Gambino.
Oh, I know. I knew Childish Gambino when he was still doing the Derek comedy on YouTube and all that with the bro rape and all that shit. That's how I found him.
But I actually he was talking to his cousin or nephew or some shit like that about a week ago on FaceTime, and I'm right there. He's like, yeah, I'm with my boy. He's like, hold on, yeah, I know you. He's like, yo, you were on that video with Just Cause, right? Stop, pull up, I got what you need. I'm like, yeah, that's me. What's good? Like, he used to be on Trippie Redd's stylist, and actually Trippie Redd's DJ is actually this dude Harold. He's making me a beat right now. Hey. But yeah, he's working on a beat for me. My boy just sent him a few songs. He said he fucked with them. Yeah, he was like, I saw him on FaceTime, and he was like, yo, we gotta introduce him to Trippie type thing. So I'm hoping some big things happen. Like, I want to get him on a feature. I want to get Knuckles Brims on a feature. I just want to get people I haven't worked with before. So I'm getting him, King Shad. out of Ohio. He just got signed with a Fetty Wap. That I already have a song with him, but it's not for my album. That's a feature with him and Jay Green, which is YNW Melly's one of his boys from Florida. But I mean, they're beefing now, Melly and Jay Green. But anyways, like he gets millions and millions of streams on YouTube. So like he's already big. Like, so I want to get Knuckles Brim, I want to get King Shot on another track, and I want to get either Trippie Redd, definitely. I don't know. I'm thinking about Playboy Cardi on his own. So my boy fucks with Playboy Cardi, like, so I know like that's possible. Like these are possible things. Like these are like, I was just at the Bumblebee shoot with Knuckles Brim and Schenectady. Like we did the Bumblebee video shoot. That went fire. Like that was crazy. But he stays dropping music. And his boy, like his manager is my boy. Like he lives right down the road from me type thing. So we can make that happen. Shad is also my boy, manages him too. Same dude that manages him. So I want to get those 4 dudes on at least the first 3 on an album. I want to do that, and then at some point, like within the next couple of years, I want to move. Like, so my girl, she's from Atlanta. She's got connects down in Atlanta. You know, if you you're nice with rapping or whatever, R&B, anything, you go to Atlanta, you can blow up. Like, just that's what I want to do. I want to either go to Atlanta or go back to California because I got people in Cali.
The scene might be dead, so they might be needing a lot of stuff out there, so it might be open. I mean, that's what I'm banking on with New York.
COVID's fucked up a whole lot.
Oh, the whole system's done. It's a whole reset, so, you know, this is going to be survival of the fittest soon.
To me, like the fucking purge. Like, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for the purge. But I'm a felon, so I can't have a gun, so I'm kind of...
It's a culling. We're going to have a culling real soon.
I feel like it's going to be like the purge election year, or the first purge. You know, like, because Biden and Trump are both fucked. Like...
No, I'm not going to argue with that.
You feel me? Like, it's just, they're both horrible.
Risk of both worlds. It's
we need Obama back.
I mean, really, the only reason I don't vote is I haven't found a politician I believe in. I think I talked about it. Actually, I think in the podcast it'll come out. Me and this comment, we talked about it. It was the Robin Williams thing of like most politicians should probably wear like NASCAR jumpsuits with all their fucking sponsors on it, so we know this way. It's like, all right, cool. Oh, Halliburton? Okay. All right.
That's a fact, though. Hell yeah. Kanye West said he was going to run for president. He didn't do it.
No, he got one state. He was actually on the ballot.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
This is how you knew Kim and Kanye were going to break up, when you found out that, like, she voted for Biden. It's like, wow, you didn't even vote for your man. You didn't even stand by.
That's fucked up.
Now, what is our co-host's name again?
Oh, Baby Bangz. No, it's
Baby Bangz. Cassidy?
Yep. Well, Cass, huh?
All right. This is why I know. This is why I know to add him onto the thing. That would be my interview with SircoBangz.
Cassidy, crazy. Baby Bangz. Huh.
AKA Baby Bangz.
Hey, Baby Bangz.
I'm going to let you get going. Please plug anything you want to plug right here, right now, and then I'll do my close, and I'll get you. Let Cass get you back.
I bet. So yeah, y'all can find me on y'all can Google me find me on any major platform. Type in SircoBangz, SircoBangz, all one word. Got some stuff on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, just everywhere, wherever, any major streaming platform I'm on. Find me with the Horsemen. You type in the Horsemen Entertainment. But you gotta type the with an A instead of an E. That's how I found out the hard way. I was like, I can't find this anywhere. And then I'm like, why isn't it popping up? And that's why. So yeah.
And guys, of course, if you are listening to this, congratulations, you found my podcast. Thank you. Yeah. Continue listening. Hit that like, follow. If you'd like to actually contact me, you can hit me up on Twitter at TheTommyTom88 and on Instagram at TommyTomP88. Sirco, it's great to finally meet this man that I kept on hearing about in the previous 3 episodes. I definitely look forward to probably getting you on again. This way I don't have to go through the basic intro podcast bullshit. And then we can just
I forgot to say too, y'all can find me on Instagram at SircoBangz. Y'all can find me on Snapchat with SB the Barbarian. Facebook, it made me put my whole government, so y'all are gonna find that out now. It's Chris John Stevens. It made me put my middle name and everything. So yeah, that's everywhere else. I forgot to say. So.
All right. And guys, don't worry, we do have links in the description of the video when that happens, so you can find them everywhere. You can find me everywhere.
Hi.
And Sirco, Cass, thank you so much. Thank you.
Already.
And guys, we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Split personality, you know it's I. You never see my kind, never seen a sliver or a slice. I'm the butcher, choice cuts, know I'm nice. You got beef? I got waggle with a knife. Now I'm gonna be wrapping up bodies up at night. Like Ray Charles, y'all know I'm out of sight. Now I'm gonna be slaying niggas, cause you know I love the life. Yo, you gotta read between the lines. I'm only gonna be moving when I'm read through all the signs. Johnny Mnemonic, I got an upgraded mind. This is for the rebels and their revolutionary minds. Cybernetic linguistics, you know I'm on my mind. Prototype the new dimension, man, that shit is mine. Future is creation and creation is sublime. Make your own legend, only happens with time.